Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, May 16th. I take that back. It's Tuesday, May 17th. We are halfway through the month. I'm used to saying my Mondays, but as you know, I had to change to Tuesday this week because one of our grandsons had a band and choir concert last night, so we got to go up for that. I love having them close enough to be able to do that. So I apologize that we changed the night, but hopefully you're still able to join. And I just realized I forgot to get myself on here. So give me a second on the computer so I can watch for your comments. I saw Nancy, I saw Linda. Hi, Linda. You got to join live tonight. Yay. Tammy's here. Hi, Tammy. All right, give me a second. There we are. However, why can't I? Okay, there we go. I think I'll be able to see comments. So hopefully, hi, Roseanne. How's the baby doing? And how's Miss Hadley doing with the baby? Okay, so again, it is Tuesday, May 17th. We are halfway through the month. We had really hot weather last week, and then it cooled down and it was a nice weekend. It's a little gloomy out tonight, a little rainy-ish looking, but the temperatures are 70-ish and mid-60s to 70. So it's been a very nice day out. We are coming to a close at the high school that I work at. This is the last full week of school, and then we go into exams. So it's time to start saying goodbye to the seniors. So I thought tonight was a good chance to make some graduation cards, and it serves double purpose for me because I needed some, excuse me, for some of the kids at school. So my samples and then what we're making live tonight. And then I also want to share a new kit with you. And we're going to put together real fast some thank you cards. So hi, Jackie. Okay, let's see. Linda's with us. Hi, Linda. Hadley is great. The baby Harper is good. And so far Hadley is good with her. Yay, that's good to hear. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so yes, remember to please share. If you go to my blog, if you will share my blog posts and my Facebook and my YouTube, we are growing with YouTube subscribers and more followers. So thank you for that. This is what this is all about, to be able to share what we all love to do and give each other some ideas of things to do. Make sure that you go to my Stamp with Peggy VIP page or group and participate in this month's card sketch challenge. We've only got a couple of participants so far this month, so you still have 2 weeks to be able to join. So I would love to see some more cards and samples in there. Okay, for the sharing and commenting, and what else? There was something else. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Yes, I did post out, I think it was on Saturday, that Thursday morning when I got up, I looked at my reports and found out that I had earned the next Stamp It Up incentive trip. And it was to be a Baltic Sea cruise. I haven't seen details yet, but they have made a change to the cruise. But we are still cruising next May. This week right here was supposed to be this year's incentive trip, which they canceled back in October. We did get a cash buyout on that, so that was really good. Linda Pulowski, yay, you found me. We've been struggling a little bit, so yes, thank you all for watching, for sharing, for placing orders. Take you instead of clothes. But so I will post more details on the next trip after I have some details, but I'm excited to do a vacation again. I have been fortunate enough that we have been able to camp the last 2 years. So we've had some camping vacations, some long weekends and things. And that's what we'll be doing again this summer, to be able to use up some vacation time and have a little getaway with Tony and I. So, okay, again, I keep going backwards. So the sharing and commenting and all of that, every week, I draw a name out, and somebody gets, or 1 or 2 people get prizes. this week I have kind of a fun. These just came in, and so I decided this would be this week's giveaway from the winners or from the people who commented last week. It is catalog tabs so that you can mark your catalog. And of course I moved, so I don't even have a catalog here by me. But these fold in half. And again, you can choose any language that you'd like to choose because they give them all to us, which is a little different. But do I have the right side up? Yes. So like host and join. So you fold this over that page so that it's very easy to find the things in the catalog that you're looking for. So there's a full sheet here, and then there's 3 other ones. So I will stick this in a card and mail this out. And this, from last week's comments, the winner is, drum roll, Annie Rita. Thank you so much, Annie, for sharing and commenting. And I will be getting that out in the mail to you. So I'll find another fun prize for comments this week. Hi, Donna. Long time no see. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so tonight we are going to use some current mini catalog items and some new catalog items, annual catalog. I'm not using any new colors tonight. Graduation, many of you know I work at Marion Central Catholic High School here in Woodstock. Our school colors are blue and red, so I have used Real Red and I've used Pacific Point, which is darker than what our blue is, but it's a prettier combination. So let's go ahead and move the camera down, and I want to share some things with you. Hang on just a second, so hang in there. Well, we move this and we switch the camera. Hi, Helen. Hi, Sherry McGowan. Oh, yay, Donna. So you get to join on Tuesday nights. Okay, so I'm coming back up. Be ready. All right, we're going to shake and shimmy here a little bit. All right, let's get the cord out of the way and get myself set up here so that you can see. All right. And it looks like my thing is on delay a little bit. So keep commenting. I will be following along the best that I can. Okay, so check out my pretty mat. This is a new product. It's actually part of the May joining special for In Colors. It is matte paper that is in all of the new In Colors. So there's Parakeet Party. We already had Sweet Sorbet. There is Orchid Oasis, which I honestly think right now this is my favorite of the 5, excuse me, 5 colors. Tahitian Tide. And, oh, I might have said it wrong. This one is Orchid Oasis. And this one is Starry Sky. So fun paper to be able to stamp on. So let me get that out of the way. Let me show you another new fun thing. And we can actually sell these also. Check out the new tumblers. Okay, it holds, I believe it's 20 ounces. It might be 16 ounces, but it has the little slider. You can put a straw in there or not. Okay, aren't those pretty? Really like them. They come in all 5 of the In Colors. This is Tahitian Tide. Tammy, it's all sparkly. Okay, so we are going to use the Slim Saying stamp set, which is in the mini catalog, because I wanted the congrats to the graduate. Okay, so that's the greeting I'm using. All right, let me pull some things over here. I have used this new Quatrefoil, I think it's called, embossing folder. So it's a really fun, you'll be able to see it better on the paper when I show that. And then we're also using this fun new die, split card textures. And so it kind of splits your cardstock, so you get half with this design and half with the plain design. So this is really fun. All right, what else? I think we are ready to start. So, like I said, our Marion colors are red and blue. So I have Pacific Point, And I started with a piece that is 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 1.5 and at 5.5. Okay, so we're going to fold it on the 5.5, and then we're going to fold it on the 1.5 inch. Anybody know why? It's a perfect gift card holder. Yay. Okay. All right. So then I took 2 pieces of real red. One is 1 3/8 by 4. The other one is 1 1/4 by 4. Okay. The 1 3/8 is going to go right along the fold edge there. And the 1 1/4 is going to go on the inside here. Okay. So we're going to set this off to the side for a second. I used my layering circles for a Pacific Point and a real or basic white, and I stamped "Congrats to the graduate" in Pacific Point. So we're just going to eliminate some things here, and we're going to attach these so that we can just set those off to the side. Okay, then I have 2 pieces of basic white. One is 4 inches by 3 3/4. That is going to go on the inside so that it'll go like that. Okay, the other one, and I just realized I forgot to cut one piece. All right, 2 seconds while I go grab basic or real red and cut another piece. I forgot that. So talk amongst yourselves. What did everybody do this weekend? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, 4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so I have a piece that is 3 3/4 by 4 inches. That is going to go right here. So let's go ahead and start the basic parts of our card. Okay, and we're just going to adhere this right onto here. Then this on the inside where we can write how much we love this graduate, how successful they will be. Nancy, I saw that. Well, here you go. Now you're all set to make her graduation card. You have all the dimensions, and I will have the dimensions also on my YouTube and on my blog post for tomorrow. Okay, so if you didn't catch them now, you will be able to. Okay, I'm closing this again because I really do want this real red one on the right at the edge. That will give me my same amount around the outside edges. Okay, so that part's done. Let's go ahead and adhere our little pocket shut. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put this other embossed piece on there so that it kind of pops out. Okay, there's the inside. That's pretty just by itself, right? Okay, so then your gift card or money, cash, could go in there. All right, now for the front of it. We're going to bring our boss, as I like to call it, our stamp cut and emboss machine in. And then we have our platform by itself. Okay. And then, check this out. Let's see if I can, there we go. This is our new magnetic platform. I love it. Love, love, love. It's solid metal under here, and then it's magnetic on the top. It's heavy. It is not warping at all. Okay. So it goes right on top of our platform. All right. Then we put our basic white piece in there. And this card is going to be for a girl. So I want this die of these split card textures, because it's kind of florally. Okay. And I decided that's what I wanted for the girl. So I'm putting it onto my magnet with just a teeny tiny border around it. And this magnet is holding it right in place Look at that. It doesn't move. Love it. I think if I remember right, the magnet is $28 and I am loving it. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and crank it through your die cut machine. And let's get this out of the way. Pull this out and get the rest of this out of the way. Okay, and so then, look at all the mess it makes, but it just pops right out. Whoops. And then you can take your pick tool and get the rest of those out. A lot of it, even I was just able to flick it around. The magnetic platform for the mini is not available yet, Annie. They're hoping it will be available soon, but not yet. Okay, all right. So now throw all that stuff in the garbage. And there is our pretty little base. So I'm going to put adhesive on the solid parts. And then I'm going to put green glue. Linda, I have my silicone mat. All right, and then we're going to put a little bit of green glue, and I'm not going to worry about putting it everywhere. I'm just kind of putting it on a couple of the ones right along the edges. That die is very pretty. I literally got it tonight, opened it up and went, okay, got to use this. Because you know me, I didn't have my stuff designed until I got home from work today. All right, and so look at how cool that is. Now you could like put some flowers or something here and then stamp your greeting on here too. But we are going to use dimensionals. And then we're just going to pop that on the front. So again, pretty quick and easy to make, even if you had to make a bunch of them. Really not, die cut your pieces first. Now on this one, I am going to come over to the right a little bit more than center so that more of this can show and I'm covering up more of the plane. Okay. Now, again, I can't quite take, needs a little bit of bling, right? So I am using the classic matte dots. And then I used the dark Real Red and the light Starry Sky, one of the new in colors. And I colored my dots. And so then with my pick tool, we're going to add a blue one and a red one and another red one. And then how about, because again, we're a little plain right here. How about on there? Okay. How adorable is that? Again, and I chose this because this one is for a girl. So then I did one with the other die. Look at how cool that background is. And then I used the stripes, the little mini embossing folder for this one. Did it in the reds, added blue dots. And then again, the inside is our pocket. So how fun is that? And again, like I said, very quick and easy. So this and your magnetic platform are must-haves that you really do need to add to your order. Okay, that is a must. All right, that's the main part of tonight. However, I also just got this new kit in, and I can't right now remember what the name is because I did a sneak peek. It is A Million Thanks is what the name of the kit is. It is $21, I believe, for the kit. It makes 9 cards, but you can also so easily change this up. But I wanted to show you, if you've not seen the kits before, it comes with not written instructions, but, okay, seriously, we need some room here. It comes with punch outs and then you stamp. So it's very little stamping, very little collecting a bunch of supplies, but very quick to get some cards. This is kind of what Paper Pumpkin is also like. And then every month I do the alternate kits for Paper Pumpkin. Ooh, did I Let me show you. I don't think I showed this one yet. The April Paper Pumpkin Kit, I did a framed art piece as one of the alternate things. So I just took one of the cards and cut it all apart, added the die cuts on, and then stamped one of the greetings. So this is the type of thing I do with the paper pumpkin. Now I'm looking at some of the kits going, ooh, maybe we need to do an alternate kit for this. But I thought I would show you, especially any newbies. So share this with those people that you really would like for them to start stamping, okay? So the kit comes with the envelopes. So you have 9 envelopes. And then you get an ink spot, which is Evening Evergreen in this kit. You get a block so you can stamp. This is the one that I will tell you. This is adhesive dots so that you can assemble your project. I throw these away and I just use my seal or green glue. Hi, Susan. Glad you joined. You get embellishments and you get little mini dimensionals in this particular kit. All right, let's set all of those. And then you get the stamp set. All I can say is thanks. Thank you with some fun little flowers in this one. A million thanks and seriously grateful for you. Okay. Then you get card base. That is, this particular one is polka dotted. Oh, Linda, you love those little glue, what do you call them? Okie dokies? Okie dotsons. Okay, and then it comes with this pretty little die cut. So you just punch it out. Super easy. All right, so let's go ahead and assemble one of each. Let's see, then there is a sheet, here we go, with long, skinny banners. So for this one, I'll actually use that. A million thanks is what this card is supposed to say. So I'm going to go ahead and make up one because you know I like to send thank you cards when you place orders, when I send my tokens. So some of you might be getting some of these cards. Okay, and so it's longer than my block is, so you can put it at an angle. And then just ink it up. I'm using my big pad. Like I said, in the kit, it comes with a spot, but I like the big pads if I have them. But if you don't have them, the spots work great. Okay, and there we go. Then there's also this sheet of die cuts. So we're just going to pull this apart. Okay, we're going to bring our dotted card over. So this is going to get laid across there. Okay, and we're just going to put it right in the center. You guys like that frame? Good. I did too. All right, and then where's my dimensionals? Okay, they're here somewhere. There they are. I'm going to use my sheets of, but again, you get little ones in this kit. They work fabulous also. Okay, so we are just going to put some dimensionals on there. Take the backings off. Adhere that onto here. Look at how pretty that is. I just love it. And then, let's see, do we want to dimensional that? I don't think so. I think we will put that flat. Okay, and so, beautiful, just like that. Inside is all set for writing. And then you have the adorable envelope. Okay, but, all right, let's take this little one. Okay, whoops. We're going to put the flower on the back there. Nope. Did I freeze? It looks okay on my screen. My hand's still moving. Okay, hopefully you're still seeing. All right, let's add some little flowers down here in the corner. All right, there you go. Then you get that in the mail. Yay! All right, so there's one. Then the next one goes like this. And then we have another sheet of die cuts. And so we're going to use this. And then we're going to pull in these. Oh, you know what? We can use some of those too. I didn't think about that. You want to have some fun? You pop these out and you dimensional these up on top of. All right, where's those little dimensionals? Here, let's do this. Whoops. Okay. Let's add one there. All right, I got to find where it lines up. It's the double one over here. You know how I love dimensionals, so then you can pop those little flowers up. Love it. Okay, and then like that, and then let's take one of the little yellow ones, and we're going to cut this piece, put that on there, and then we can add this one live over here. And then I'm wondering, I think so, then we're going to add dimensionals onto another of the little yellow ones. And we're going to pop that right up on there so it sticks over the top of our sign. How cute. Love it. Okay, now back to this one. So this one is the big thank you. So let's get rid of that. Excuse my reach as I go to get the stamp. And again, we're going to go sideways. All right, let's get rid of that. And then we're going to stamp the thank you on this banner that has kind of the dark black or dark evergreen border around it. Okay, and then we're going to come back to here and we're going to use these oranges and lemons growing off from our vines. And some of these little flowers. Again, we have lots leftovers. If you don't want fruit on it, you could actually use some of these other flowers also. But, all right, let's find these little ones. Oh, and I forgot to add some of the embellishments too. Okay, so let's grab one of these little guys and put that on there. And we're just going to eyeball where things go. Okay, so we're going to tuck that down there. And let's get another one here. There's one. And there's one. And there's one. All right, still got you with me? Okay, then we're going to stick another one up here. And then let's get one of our lemons. And we can tuck this up underneath the edge here. And let's get some dimensionals in the center of this. And then we can go ahead and stick this down so that we have some placement. Okay, then we can work around the rest of this. Okay, then we're going to stick a lime up here. And then we're going to get a lemon slice on here, kind of tucked underneath here. And again, you can put it wherever you want. You don't have to follow what their pictures are showing. And then Now, Linda, I'm going to have to go to these little buggers. All right, so peel it off, stick it on the back of the flower. Oh, goodness. Okay, and then just peel that backing off. And then we're going to tuck one up here. Okay, let's get another one. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining. All right, then we're going to tuck one down here. And then one last one. How about there? Okay, now let's get some of these in here. And we're just going to add a little bit of bling, like that. Okay, and there's our second card. Again, stamp a little something on the envelope. Okay, let's pull this one back in and add a couple of those little dots on there. And then one final card. And so this one has some pink. This one's going to go sideways. And then we have these fun banners. Okay, so it's kind of like ribbon, only it's paper. So again, you don't have a bunch of supplies left over. And that's going to go across there. And then we have one of these very pretty banners. Okay, so we're going to pull that out. And this time we're going to use Seriously Grateful for You. So again, we're going to get our words out. We're going to take that one off. I got to clean them all later. Okay. So think of how awesome these would be as gifts for somebody. They come with everything you need. You don't need other supplies other than a pair of scissors and maybe a bone folder if they really like doing it. Okay, and so now we're going to stamp the words onto our banner. And I've got green ink everywhere. And, okay, we're going to put adhesive on our paper ribbon. And this one I am going to do flat. Okay, like that. And then we're going to use dimensionals, of course, on our banner. And these are also great kits to take on the go. If you're going camping, if you're on an airplane, Tammy, perfect to take and just sit there on the airplane and do it. And then that just goes right over the top of the ribbon. How cute. Fast, quick, easy. Add some dots to finish it off. And just like that, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm thinking framed art. And then I can pull some of the other pieces to add some flowers and things in. Maybe I picked up some 7x7 frames from Dollar Tree. This could be really cool to do. How about this on top of this for background and designer paper? Okay, so this is the, what did I say? A Million Thanks kit. And we made these 3 very quickly. And then our main one tonight was this. So that's it for this week. Keep an eye out for Friday. Maybe I will get a frame designed and offer a little fun special that you could get the supplies to do the framed art using the pieces from this kit. Okay, that could be really fun to do. So for now, you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next Monday night again. Okay, everybody have a great night. Bye-bye.